and it's a shame that it's happening to Floyd Mayweather. It's a shame that it's been happening for years to not only athletes but celebrities or people who are making tons of money because they're not managing their circle. They're not managing their life, you know? And it's your circle that's all important. You must hire people. If you're gonna hire people that are gonna look out for your money and you're gonna trust those people, well, you better check the checker. You know, the checker checks the checker.
At the end of it, I think he's gotten some bad advice. I think he's been led into some things that, you know, he didn't necessarily agree to.
Floyd does not have all of his properties. Now, if he means homes that he owns, then okay, sure. But he's also had to sell a lot of those homes to pay back loans that he made against said houses and other assets, or liens that were against him with the IRS. This dude cannot stop lying. He also said, I don't owe anybody any.
The IRS is coming for Floyd Mayweather's passport, not for a new stamp, but to take it away, permanently. And this isn't some wild conspiracy theory. This is a cold, hard government warning. What I'm about to break down for you explains the one decision that nobody wants to talk about. How the undisputed king of money, Mayweather, could be facing a financial collapse so severe, his ability to even leave the country is now on the line. By the end of this, you'll understand why this isn't just about a tax bill, but about the carefully constructed illusion of money, Mayweather himself, and what it means for his legacy.
Absolutely. Look, and it's funny you bring that up because I was thinking about a new segment that I want to come out with, giving advice to fighters or giving advice to athletes who come across a lot of money. And then what do you do with it? Then you have to hire people, you have to hire lawyers, you have to hire agents. So now you have all these people around you, right? And sometimes, and most likely, you hire people.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has earned an estimated $1.15 billion throughout his Hall of Fame boxing career. He's the undisputed, self-proclaimed king of cash, flashing jewelry, private jets, and piles of money to the world. But now this icon of wealth faces a reported $7.3 million federal tax lien from the IRS in Las Vegas, specifically for unpaid taxes from the 2018 and 2023 tax years. It's a staggering sum, and it's tied to a claim that could strip him of his U.S. passport.
If I'm gonna hire somebody who's gonna look out for my finances, I've had my finance guy for 25 years, the same guy. And there's a reason for that, because somebody else is checking him and somebody.
How does a man who redefined financial success in sports end up here? Oscar De La Hoya, one of Mayweather's greatest rivals, isn't holding back. De La Hoya laughs at the situation, calling it an absolute shame considering the hundreds of millions Floyd accumulated. He points directly to poor money management and what he calls the wrong circle around Mayweather as the culprits. Look, I'll be honest with you, this isn't just about a tax bill. It's about the people you trust with your empire.
You know, Floyd had a great career. He made a lot of money. But in his mind, that made him a great genius. Great business genius, great genius in life. And because he overrated life, he ran out of money. You can't, no matter how much money you have, you can't have 2 big planes, 10 security guards. It's going to cost you money. I mean, so again, I'm really sad to see that happen.
De La Hoya insists that with that level of wealth, trusting just anyone is risky. He believes Mayweather should have surrounded himself with only the most reliable, trustworthy professionals, people who could protect his money and ensure it was managed responsibly. This isn't just gossip. It's a direct accusation that Floyd, the master strategist in the ring, may have been blindsided by his own team outside of it.
What was going through your mind? Did you immediately call Floyd or what?
I didn't, because it's, at that point, you sort of assume, like, he knows what's going on, like, this doesn't happen in his name without him knowing about it.
Yes.
So, no, like, I didn't think that there was a whole lot of point, like, saying, hey, what is this? Yeah. It's like, all right, it speaks for itself. All right, that's what we're doing now. Okay, that's what we're doing, so.
Right, so do you think that Floyd realized, okay, I'm missing money, I owe money, where's my money at? And he just had to sue everyone involved? or someone is telling him, I think it was Showtime, or I think it was this person, your former manager, your former this?
I think they're two different situations. Like everyone sort of saw the two lawsuits and say, okay, they're the same thing. I think.
But here's the thing they're not saying out loud. This isn't the first time the IRS has come calling. This latest lien comes alongside other recent legal disputes, and it's part of a disturbing pattern that dates back years. How could a financial genius, someone so meticulous about his craft, repeatedly fall into this trap?
And you send your money in, and then they don't report it back to us till July. Right. So all of a sudden, at the earliest that we see it is a couple months later. But then there's also, there's sort of middlemen in between that this guy has to report to this company because, for example, if you've got Comcast or Charter or some of these, there's local systems that report to the main company, and then the main company reports to Showtime. So there's sort of delays along the line, and it's a crazy system because it wasn't unusual that 6 months, 12 months down the road, like all of a sudden we'd get a big check from DirecTV or something.
Bob Arum, another longtime figure in Mayweather's career, expresses genuine sadness over the situation. Arum acknowledges Floyd was a genius fighter who earned an enormous amount of money. For Arum, seeing someone who achieved such financial success now facing these kinds of tax problems is particularly disappointing. It's almost like a fall from grace, isn't it?
Ventures. Mayweather's also been accused in lawsuits of failing to pay for millions of dollars worth of luxury items, including watches and high-end jewelry, allegations he has disputed. Well, not just allegations anymore. He's being charged with 2 felonies for not paying for, or at least writing a bad check for, a watch in Vegas as well. So on all fronts here, Floyd Mayweather is flat out lying, saying, well, my properties are paid for. Again, if he's talking about his houses, sure, your houses are still there, even though, again, he sold 2 houses in Beverly Hills and in Miami to pay 2 of his real estate partners. So why lie about it when we have the proof? It's there. Why? I don't understand. Floyd used to be able, and this is, by the way, shout out to Spencer Cornelia because he hit this right on the head. He nailed this. Pause. He said that Floyd will do this where he will create a narrative, and because he is a massive superstar, his words are taken as truth. When in reality, we now have the truth. The burden of truth is on.
Even Dana White, who's worked closely with Mayweather on some of the biggest fights in history, expressed sympathy. White says when somebody works as hard as Floyd did and accumulates that kind of wealth, then they lose it, or it gets stolen, or whatever the deal is, it's horrible. White, hinting at possible solutions, even suggested, maybe we could do something and figure it out for him. That's a powerful statement from a man who rarely offers such public help.
There's more probability that they get that money back and some than Floyd pulling out equity in his home to take out a loan to try to pay somebody back, or using his home as collateral to take out a loan to then not pay the person back. That's the most true thing about Floyd Mayweather's entire career. He is the best boxer of this current day and age, and it's the one thing he's done better than anything ever. In business, anything. He has not run any successful business. He has not made any more money than when he is in that squared circle. Point blank, period. And that's not a bad thing. That's just what he's best at. But Floyd Money Mayweather.
Now hold on. The plot thickens because Showtime executive Steven Espinoza also addresses claims that Showtime owed Floyd Mayweather a staggering $340 million. Espinoza suggests that Mayweather may have received poor financial advice that contributed directly to his current predicament. He points toward questionable guidance and money management by people around Floyd as factors that may have played a significant role. And get this, Espinoza even says if he had been involved in the lawsuit, he would have definitely tried to help Mayweather.
So a lot of people are saying you're doing this just cause of the money. Is it just cause money, or just what you want to do?
Well, as you know, I mean, nobody has taken none of my properties away from me.
Right. So is it true? One more question. I'm gonna let you finish.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the paper.
Let's
go back to the paper.
Right.
I was thinking about something, right?
Yeah. You doing great.
And a lot of times, hold on, let me film.
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out.
Yeah.
Now, when you really think about this, right? We got our people, meaning the black community.
Yeah.
These people have been paying money for years to come see me fight. These people will pull equity out of their house, bet their life savings, and they bet it on Floyd because I've proved that I'm.
And then it gets worse. Adding another layer to this financial drama, on-site media reported on X that Manny Pacquiao's promotion chief is suing Mayweather's asterisk former manager for $8.3 million for alleged fraud and theft. Let me repeat that, $8.3 million for fraud and theft. This claim adds even further scrutiny around Mayweather's former business circle and directly connects to the bad advice Espinoza mentioned. Coming up, we'll dive deeper into how Floyd's lavish spending habits might be fueling this entire crisis, and it's worse than you think.
Because they believe in me, right? And they rooting because they want to see me win. And then after they go home and they got everything they want, they praying on my downfall. Facts. They praying on my downfall. So, yeah, we don't want to see Floyd with nothing, right? And so, I mean, and in due time, you know, a lot of times they say, oh, it's this lawsuit, it's that lawsuit. One thing about me, whoever I get involved with, as far as with business, I get myself out of the situation. Okay. You know, one thing we're not going to do is go out there and go point fingers. Oh, this person got me in that. As a man.
Wade Plemons, weighing in on Floyd's money management, questions how effectively Mayweather has handled his wealth outside the boxing ring. Plemons argues that Floyd's reputation as an almost guaranteed winner made people comfortable risking enormous amounts of their own money betting on him. He points out the ultimate irony. Veterans may have been more confident putting their asterisk assets behind Floyd than Floyd potentially putting his asterisk own asterisk assets at risk. That's a brutal observation, isn't it?
From Pretty Boy Floyd to Money Mayweather, it don't matter who he identified himself to be. My question comes in, as I look at his career, I don't want to talk about the earnings because that's not something that I want to point out. I don't even want to talk about the splurging because he gave off this lifestyle that was not realistic for a lot of people to obtain.
Yes.
My question is, why hasn't he ever aligned with a brand? Or let's flip it. Why hasn't a brand ever aligned with him? I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
So when you think about boxing,
okay,
names that come to fruition or come to mention is Oscar De La Hoya.
Yep.
Oscar De La Hoya is the face or the owner, creator, CEO of Golden Boy Promotions. Well, Mayweather Promotions, not a lot of people have aligned with that.
According to Plemons, Mayweather has simply not demonstrated the same level of success in running businesses or creating wealth outside the ring. He emphasizes that this isn't an insult, because boxing is clearly where Mayweather excelled the most. But it highlights the stark difference between Mayweather's extraordinary ability to asterisk generate money through boxing and the growing criticism surrounding how that money may have been asterisk managed afterward. Follow the money, and you start to see that the people around him may have benefited more than Floyd himself from his business ventures.
It was, speculative that he had $500,000 a day splurges.
Yeah.
Is that sustainable? He had multiple business ventures that failed. He had the lifestyle with multiple women and different things like, bro, I get it. But dang, and let this be a message to all athletes. And I'm not trying to rag on Floyd because I still have so much respect for Floyd. Every time I see Floyd, it's like, he one of the ones.
Yeah.
Because contrary to whatever it is, he's still a great fighter. But yet, we got to do better with our money.
Yeah.
How? We have to put ourselves on a realistic longevity plan that even though you got the money fast, you can't keep spending it fast.
But who do you trust? How do you trust when, and I'm not saying his background, but if you're not used to money, don't have money in our community, who do you trust? How do you trust? How do you go about finding somebody?
Despite all this, Floyd Mayweather continues to dismiss concerns about his finances. He maintains that his financial responsibilities remain under control. Recently, he said, word for word, "I still got all my houses. I still got everything. My whole family, they bills still paid." He points out that none of his properties have been taken away and emphasizes that his houses, family, and business obligations remain intact. He presents this as evidence that everything is still being handled. But is it?
How on God's green earth could this man be broke?
His lifestyle
I've been around like hanging out for days, weeks. It's the lifestyle. Like when you got a 40-man entourage, you got other people and you take everybody out, pay for everything, like shopping, the mall, going out to eat, renting out an entire movie theater. Yeah, just to go watch a movie at whatever time he wanted. It was like the theater was closed when we got rolled up to the movie theater. And you know, you got the girls and all. Yeah, and you rent out a whole movie theater for 40, 50 plus people. I bet that bill can rack up a little bit. I don't know if he's broke. I think you'd have to tell me like,
Because the lawsuit and these liens paint a very different picture. The federal tax lien allows the United States government to claim an interest in Mayweather's property until the outstanding tax debt is resolved. This is not some small dispute. This is the government saying, we're taking what's ours.
But obviously, in regards to what he's accumulated over the years, he's burnt through a lot of that.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah. Haven't we all, mate?
Yeah, haven't we all? It's part of the game, isn't it? It's part of the game. It's part of life, isn't it?
It's part of life, innit?
But as he said, he's still got his houses. He's still doing private jets.
Yeah.
He's still paying people and whatnot.
The best bar that he said.
The soup line one.
The soup line. He said, ain't no one ever seen me in a soup line, and no one's seen me holding my hands out like cops.
That's true. Big him up. Yeah, big him up. That's true.
Is he lying?
Nah, facts.
We have never seen him hold his hand out like cops.
That's true.
That bar there, Floyd, for that, I believe he's balling. I believe he's still balling.
Big him up, but I was thinking the other day, you know what? I won't be surprised if he came back and fought for a world title, a WBC.
You think so?
I won't be surprised if he came back and fought Haney or someone. I won't be surprised. 50 world champion. I think that would be actually dope.
I think so. That's it for today's.
As if the $7.3 million wasn't enough, remember those past IRS issues. Mayweather previously dealt with a reported $22.5 million lien connected to his 2015 taxes, and another $7.2 million lien involving his 2010 taxes. This isn't an isolated incident. It's a pattern of alleged tax evasion and financial mismanagement that keeps reappearing despite his extraordinary career earnings. Cam Newton, the former NFL quarterback, also weighed in on Floyd Mayweather's financial habits. Newton questions how one of boxing's greatest could reportedly face such difficulties after earning so much. He points directly to Mayweather's extravagant lifestyle, the luxury brands, the expensive purchases, the reports of extraordinary daily spending. Newton notes Mayweather has been associated with lavish fashion, exotic brands, multiple business ventures, and an expensive lifestyle involving cars, jewelry, travel, and other luxuries. He highlights that reports of Mayweather spending as much as $500,000 in a single day raise serious questions about whether such habits could ever be sustainable long-term. Newton makes it clear his comments aren't meant to disrespect Mayweather. He still recognizes Floyd as one of the greatest fighters of his generation, but he stresses that this discussion should serve as a crucial lesson for all athletes. Newton emphasizes the importance of creating a realistic financial plan, especially when income is extremely high. Earning money quickly does not mean it should be spent at the same speed. For Newton, budgeting is essential, even during the peak of a career, because financial success should provide long-term security, not just endless spending. Nicholas Irving points toward Floyd Mayweather's lavish lifestyle as another massive reason his financial situation continues to attract attention. Mayweather has long been known for spending enormous amounts of money on luxury items, expensive shopping trips, cars, jewelry, private travel. His public image has often centered around displaying wealth, with millions reportedly being spent within short periods. Irving highlights how quickly substantial wealth can disappear when spending remains consistently high. Even with hundreds of millions, maintaining such an expensive lifestyle requires careful financial planning and discipline. But here's the absolute shocker that nobody's even whispering about yet, the one crucial detail that ties all these threads together. When the IRS targets specific years like 2018 and 2023, it's not random. Think about it. 2018 was right after the massive McGregor fight payday. Where did all that money go after the initial splash? Was it tied up in risky investments? Did he make poor choices with a huge influx of cash? The IRS doesn't just pick years out of a hat. They follow the money. Second year, 2023, is even more telling. That's after some of his big money exhibition fights. It suggests that even those later paydays meant to shore up his empire weren't enough. Or perhaps the income from those exhibitions was immediately funneled into other unmanaged ventures instead of settling existing tax debts. The money machine was still running, but it seems the money was going somewhere else entirely. This is a glaring hole in the narrative.